Joe Flacco of the Cleveland Browns has now been benched. He'll be replaced by rookie quarterback from Oregon, Dylan Gabriel, for the Cleveland Browns. My prediction went exactly how I predicted in the beginning of the season. I said by week 5, man, Joe Flacco, wouldn't be the starting quarterback. I knew he would get worked out of the rotation, and it's going exactly as planned. Right now, there's a lot of chaos online because, they wonder why, Shedeur still hasn't been named a starter. But, my how I assess the situation is, I think everything is going by the script. I think everything is lining up for Shedeur to have a breakout game, and he definitely will be playing before the season ends. At the rate of players dropping like flies right now in the NFL, there's no need for Shedeur to panic. All he has to do is just be prepared. And I definitely believe Shedeur is prepared because Shedeur is a fly dude. He always on 10 with fashion and, keeping himself up. And as of late, man, he's grown the hair out, the beard. He ain't getting no shape up. When you see people doing stuff like that, especially athletes or creative people, that just means that they locked in. And I think Shedeur is extremely locked in. I think he's eating, breathing, sleeping football to the highest degree because he's never been, counted out on this type of level. So I think he's gonna be prepared for when that moment arrives. As far as Dylan Gabriel, man, I'm not no hater, man. I'm not wishing for Dylan Gabriel to um have a bad game or not be successful. I mean, he got this far for a reason. However, I just think energy don't lie, man. And I think the energy, man, is just, it's just gonna be an explosion, for Shedeur Sanders around the time that his number gets called. I just think it's gonna all the stars gonna align for him. That's just my opinion. Dylan Gabriel, they tried to blow up a quote that he said in his press conference when he was saying that it's somewhat perfect timing, and if you're waiting on a perfect time, you're never gonna be great. Some along them lines, and they felt like that was a shot at Shedeur because Shedeur got the song perfect timing. I listened to the whole press conference, man. I think that was a reach. I think it was blown out of context. I don't think he was taking a shot at Shedeur, especially when he know everybody looking for something to run with to fuel Shedeur. So I just don't think. I think that man just want to play football, and it just so happens he on the same team with Shedeur, and majority of the people want to see Shedeur. It's both ways. People want to see him succeed and fail. So that's just what Dylan has to deal with. But I think what's gonna happen is Shedeur. I say Dylan. They gonna give him as many chances as they can, and if Dylan don't get hurt, which is more likely to happen, and that's what's gonna get Shedeur the opportunity. I think that's how Shedeur gonna get in the game. I think Dylan probably gonna end up getting hurt or something like that. Not trying to speak injury over, dude. I just got a feeling that's just how the storyline gonna go, man. It went from Joe Flacco not producing till they try to throw Dylan in, and he's gonna be, solid. He's not gonna be spectacular, but he's not gonna be trash. But he probably gonna get hurt, and that's when Shedeur gonna get his opportunity. And I say by week 13 at the latest, Shedeur will get his opportunity, and he'll be able to. They're not gonna make the playoffs, so they'll have to deal with it for a couple of weeks, the mayhem, because he bring all the clicks and the views, and I think that's how the Cleveland Browns season is gonna go, and I think Shedeur's gonna have the best showing of all the quarterbacks, just like he did in the preseason. But that remains to be seen. That's just my hypothesis, man. Y'all drop a comment, give me y'all thoughts. How do you feel the situation is going to pan out in Cleveland with Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders for the rest of the season? If you made this far to the video, I want to say thank you for watching. Please follow, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the God Level Genius YouTube channel. I am James Vergado, and as always, be God level. The genius is in you. God level genius.